Okay. Hi. All right, people. Is there anybody out there? Good morning. Good morning. Let
Good
me see
morning
if.
to you too.
Uh-oh, not you. Siri, you hush. She said good morning to me. Okay, I'm going to try to see some comments, so bear with me just a second. Okay, I think I'm pretty much live. All right. Well, I am going to say good morning, Facebook people and crafty wannabes and so forth. This is Darla Morris, and I am also known as the Lazy Daisy Stamper. And it's been a while, y'all. I had not planned to take a little sabbatical, but my husband had a different idea. So, you know that he had back surgery back in April and he did not do well, which is typical for him, but I thought he would do better. So, somebody say something so that I know. There we go. Okay, so I am transmitilating, am I not? Good morning, Jackie. Okay. So I did not mean to take the month of May off, but it just kind of worked out that way. And so um, it is difficult to get back in my routine because Jack has occupied just about 24/7 of my time. So I am really excited to be back. I have missed you girls and boys. Um, I don't know. It is hard. Good morning, another Darla. Welcome. I love to see more Darlas on here. You know, we have our own little fan club on Facebook, right? Yeah, we do. So, anyway, okay, so you know, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in beautiful Granbury, Texas. And I come on each week, good Lord willing. Good morning, Landa. Yay! Yes, welcome back for sure. I have missed y'all, but I've said that already. So, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in beautiful Granbury, Texas, and I am here to show you Stampin' Up! Products, how to use them, gives you some tips and tricks, give you some information with upcoming events and so forth. So, y'all gonna have to help me kind of get back in the groove here because I'm out of it. I'm out of the groove. So, all right. Well, I am transmitting, and y'all evidently can hear me. I'm looking at comments when I'm looking off the screen here. Or I'm looking at the guy that's cutting down our pecan tree out there that's dead, one or the other. So, okay, what's going on? Let's see. Well, you know, Jack had back surgery. Then, oh my gosh, you know, for 2 years at least, Jack has been saying, I want to move out of pecan. I want to move out of pecan. I want to move out of pecan. And I kept ignoring him, kept changing the subject, kept, I don't know, trying to avoid the inevitable, if you know what I mean. So he has finally worn me down, and we are moving. Won't be for probably a year. We are building a new home. The good thing is, I told him, I'm not moving unless you build me a bigger studio. So I'm going to get a bigger studio. Yay, me. So he said, you know, it doesn't take much to move. And I said, well, you know what? You're right. It doesn't take much for you to move because I do all the work. And he didn't have anything to say about that. I know. So every time I really think about it, think about, oh my Lord, packing up this studio just by itself. My body really just starts to shut down. Oh, here's the culprit. What are you doing, Jack?
Talking about me?
I'm talking about you.
I just came in here to see what.
Well, show everybody how good you can walk. Say good morning.
Good morning.
You want to show them your scar?
I don't know.
No, you don't want to show them your scar.
I don't know what it looks like.
Get out of here.
Who is this?
This is Facebook Live.
Oh, okay.
The world is looking at you. Okay, back to business. What's going on in Stampin' Up? Well, you know we have a new catalog that is going live in. Well, we just had our new catalog. The other one is, I think, July. I don't have my copy yet, y'all. Do y'all have your new catalogs? Because I don't even have them yet. I'm kind of mad about that. But I've had 2 wish lists that I have been working on. And that stupid list keeps growing. I don't know what I'm going to do. But the old catalog, if there's anything in there that you want, you can hurry up and get it ordered. Or you can wait until July, and most likely I will have it in my BOGO sale because I will be having a BOGO. And I'm thinking about putting together some surprise boxes. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but you know, when items retire, I can use them. They're perfectly good. It's like I can't really use them because then I can't sell them, and I do want to sell things, and I do want you to buy from me. So there you go. Okay. I want to make sure. I think I'm missing some comments. Hold on. Let me scroll down just a little bit. There we go. Darla Welch, it's like tax season. I'm out of the groove. And people are still wanting their taxes done. Ugh. I just wanted a break. Well, yes, Darla, if you're a CPA or a tax person, oh, God bless you, honey. I feel for you. We had to get an extension. Good morning, Wendy. No, just online. Okay, I think I've caught up with the comments. Do you want me for something? Do you want me for something?
I just want to be sure he stacks it.
Okay. All right. So anyway, BOGO sale in July. I'll think of other things as we go along, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera down. I have not prepared my Wheel of Fortune because you know the projects that I make today or this week, I will be giving away next week. But we are going to forego the Wheel of Fortune today, and I'll try to make up for it next week, okay? I'm going to turn the camera down, and yeah, he is. I think the humming is probably the chainsaw that you hear for the guy that's cutting down a dead pecan tree in our backyard, so I don't think that was Jack humming. All right, I'm going to turn the camera down. Just 1 second. I got to scooch the screen over and go to desk view. Bye. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, let me turn. Yeah, I had to file for an extension. I hate that. But yeah, our tax person, oh well, it's a long story. Let's don't even go there. All right. Today I'm kind of using some stamp sets that are retiring. So these are kind of saying goodbye to, and not all of them, I've just picked out a few. And you know, this one here, the Boughs and Blossoms, gosh, this is the first time I've used this stamp set. It's just sickening. And you can see the stamps are just, some of them haven't even been torn out of the, see, that's not even been torn out. It's depressing. I go into depression every time a catalog retires. Okay, Let's get busy, girls, because we got a lot to do today. Now, this card I took straight out of the catalog. Hold on. Where did my catalog go? Because I wanted to show y'all. I would go through the catalog and show you girls what's retiring, but I'm sure that y'all have already seen several videos. Seriously, I'm looking for my catalog. I'm sure you've seen several videos that have shown the items that are retiring, so I'm not going to put you through that. But dang it, I really do want my catalog. Y'all please bear with me for just a minute. It can't be very far. You know, that's what you get for cleaning up. I try not to do that. Well, that just beats all I've ever seen. Maybe I'll run across it. Okay, anyway, I took this straight from the catalog for my inspiration, and I thought it was pretty, very pretty. I love this stamp, which is the rectangular postage stamp. And then I used the punch that goes with this set. So let's get busy. Let's just do it. How about that, okay? Hold on. So I am using some of our new in colors. This happens to be a Starry Sky new color, and this is Parakeet Party. Yeah, Parakeet Party. And then this one is, I got some, oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Tahitian Tide is some of it. And Orchard Oasis. Hard to memorize all of those new colors. So let's see, is this going to go in? No, that's going to go in there. So I am just going to, first of all, we're going to do a little heat embossing, which is always fun. Okay, I'm going to just put these kind of together. I already did one heat embossing. I gotta get situated. I had made these cards up, oh gosh, probably last week. So everything's gonna be new to me today. Are y'all like that? I've already got some dimensionals on the back of my leaf punch outs. Okay, let's see. In the new catalog, they brought back our embossing buddy. Why they ever got rid of it, just, I don't understand it, but they did. So I'm gonna use the embossing buddy because we are going to what is called heat emboss. That means we are going to stamp with some Versamark, which is a special ink, strictly for embossing. Now I've already punched, of course, all of these out with this rectangular postage stamp punch. And you know me, I love punches. Okay, I need to get some blocks and mount. I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to use this one. Y'all can't see that, but there you go. And this one. I think that's all of the embossing. Yeah, the rest, I've already embossed the thank you. So let's take our That looks kind of gross. I don't know why it has turned that color on me, but it did. It still works perfectly fine. Now, Versamark it's a special invisible ink. You can't see that, but it's real sticky. Got that one. Let's do my flower on this one. Kind of hate to see this set go. Well, for one thing, I didn't really use it. I don't know what is wrong with me. There are times that, you know, I'm just a hoarder, I believe, at heart. Because if something is really nice, really pretty, I get it from my grandmother. I know I do. It's like, okay, I don't want to use that. I'm going to save that. Well, why do we do that? We don't need to do that. Use it. As they say, use it or lose it. And that is for sure the truth. Okay. All right. Now, I know you can't see it, but it's there. I promise. And they're bringing back this. Oh. Of course they did. I bought another brand. All right. This is white embossing powder. So let me get my tweezers so I don't touch it. It's best not to touch it because there's oils on your hand, you know. Now that's what the embossing buddy helps you to get rid of, but you know, sometimes people are just oily. I'm not really an oily person, but as sure as I don't want it to be oily, it will be. I think that's called Murphy's Law. He does live at my house, quite frankly. So anyway, you know, we're going to be building a home. It's probably a year out. And my studio's going to be bigger. Yay, me. So not only do I teach paper crafting, such as Stampin' Up!, I also teach pottery. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid back on this, and then I'm gonna get my heat gun out. I don't think I've got extras on here. I'm gonna just take a quick look. If y'all have never heat embossed, I mean, I'm telling you, it's just magic. I love it. All right, that's good enough. Now I'm going to get my heat gun. I'm going to turn it on and let it get hot. While it's getting hot, I'm going to take a drink of coffee. Okay, it may be a little noisy, but see if y'all can watch the magic. Here it goes. I absolutely love heat embossing. I never tire of watching it. I don't know if y'all can really see the change. Did y'all see that? Hi, Linda. Yes, I know. It's hard to get back in the groove. Okay, so really I've kind of got everything all cut. I've got these all punched out, and I've got dimensionals on the backs of those. So my inspiration was, I wish I could find my catalog. Gosh darn it. Okay, anyway, we'll carry on the best that we can, okay? But this set is retiring. If you like this set, it's going to be in my BOGO. Now, you say, well, how do I participate in your BOGO? Well, how it works is you go through all of my retired items. Now, some of these are used, okay? They're in perfectly good condition. And you pick out whatever you want. And you're gonna get that for free. But you're gonna order the same amount of money from any of the current catalogs. So you get new products, plus you get free products from the old catalog. Okay, I'm gonna put this down first. And I am just applying these flat. You could definitely pop them up if you wish. I'm kind of putting this in the center-ish. Hold it down for a moment. Now I want to, let's see, hold on. I want to put that like that. I'm going to attach. Now this is some of the new in-paper colors. So they all coordinate. That's the one thing that, you know, just really sold me on Stampin' Up! Is that the coordination of all the products. I didn't have to, you know, I was struggling when I first discovered card making. I've never been a scrapbooker, okay? I did a scrapbook one time when my son got married. I had a friend that owned a scrapbooking store and in Weatherford. And she helped me put together a scrapbook for my son, you know, his wedding. And that was my first scrapbooking experience. And I liked it, you know. I mean, she had a gazillion choices, of course. Owning a complete store, wow. And, you know, I had lots of fun, but no big deal. I finished it and, you know, I was done. I really didn't pursue anything else. And then I discovered the Cricut machine. And I bought me one for Christmas from Jack. You know how that goes, right, girls? You get what you want that way. So I bought me a Cricut machine because I wanted to make stencils for my pottery. So I bought this Cricut for Christmas and I started making stencils. Well, you know, on that Cricut machine there were also cards, and so I started making their Cricut cards. You know, you buy this subscription and you get so many things free for whatever period of time. So I was making their cards and they were okay. Then I discovered all kinds of other brands and I was just out there buying everything that I liked from everybody, and I was still really unhappy with my cards because it was like I can't get anything to go together. You buy from one place and you buy from another place and you try to make the colors match, and I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. So I discovered Stampin' Up! By accident. I had my pottery in a shop down on the square, and there was a girl that would come in about once a month that would hold a card class, and she said, well, you ought to take a card class. And I thought, well, okay, sounds like fun. Oh, and that was my mistake, and that's where I discovered Stampin' Up! And I've been a fan ever since. So that's why I love Stampin' Up! Is they do most of the work for me. I don't have to go a gazillion different places and try to put things together. They've taken all the guesswork for me out of it, because you know, I know y'all think that I'm very creative. I'm not. I am an excellent copier. Just like I copied this card straight out of the catalog. See, this is my Cricut tool. This is nasty. And Stampin' Up! Makes a pokey tool. This is what I call a pokey tool. Stampin' Up! Calls it, well, what do they call it? Dadgum. I know I'm missing comments. Good morning, Colleen. Welcome, sweetheart. Nice to see you. What does Stampin' Up! Call our pokey tool? Take your pick. There you go. And of course I have one of those, but you know, old habits die hard. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this up. And I'm gonna pop this up. This one is going to go flat. So I'm just gonna glue this one down. Okay, pop it up, pop it up. I think I used my black dimensionals on this, on the other card. Can't quite find them. They're probably with my catalog, wherever it is. But darn it, I really wanted to show y'all these stamp sets that I'm using straight out of the catalog. Maketh me ticketh, as our preacher would say, ticketh. Always have to giggle when he says that. Okay, let's see. Thank you. All right, we're almost done. I have no fingernails. I tried to cut the tip of my thumb off yesterday trying to cook. You know, that's never a good thing. Trying to cook, that is. So, yeah, I've been having a hard time. Hard times. Okay, I'm going to take my Orchard Oasis and I'm going to stamp. Let's just use this stamp. Oh no, let's use the flower. Let's use both. I don't know, let's see. This is for the inside. Isn't that pretty? Oh gosh, that's a pretty little flower. I think that's all. This is Orchard Oasis. This is Starry Sky. I didn't stamp that, but that was our card base. And let's see, am I missing any comments? Y'all are kind of quiet out there. Okay, is that our first card? I think it is. Okay, it's kind of simple, but it's cute. And I love heat embossing. What do you think? It's going away. Boo-hoo. I'm sad about it. Okay, that's card number 1. Let me set that out of this way. All right, I'm gonna set these aside and pull out our next card. This one is a little easier, or maybe not quite so involved, let's say. And I'm using Hello Beautiful. So this one is retiring as well. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Linda. It was fun. It's fun to make. Now this is just basically letting our designer series paper do all the work for us. And it's got a little sparkle in it. You know, I could have added some sparkle to our other one, but I didn't. We might before we're done. Okay, let's see, what have I got here? Oh, I have used the DSP, which I call DSP for Designer Series Paper. This is Abstract Beauty. And then some twine, and I've used some gold foil, and then this is of course the DSP, and this is Blushing Bride. All right, let's see what we got. All right, first of all, I'm going to put that like into that, or am I? Yeah, I think I am. I think that's the way it's going to go. Because this is going to be just the reverse of this one. Okay, I think, I'm going to go ahead and attach this one. I'm going to get glue on my fingers. I don't like that. Come out. You know, I probably could have put a back behind this one, but I didn't, and it's a little bit late now. I'm going to use my bone folder on this crease. There we go. Okay. Well, I have a host code for June, but it's in the other room. So stay tuned. I'll be posting the host code in this video when I finish here. And I will also be posting this video on YouTube, which will be viewable tomorrow. So if y'all get a chance and you're in YouTube, please go to Lazy Daisy Stampers and like, subscribe, whatever you can do to help. I would appreciate it. Now these I just cut out with our with the dies that's in this set. These are hexagons and some circles, and just really, this is a really cute little set. And on here, this is Blushing Bride, and I'm just going to stamp in black, Memento Black. I miss your face. Because I do. I miss each and every one of y'all. I know there's a lot of y'all I've never met in person, but I know you from online, which is better than nothing, right? There we go. I miss your face. All right. That's all the stamping that we're going to do, actually. That's pretty easy, huh? Okay. Now on this one, I'm going to use this that I cut out from the same paper. It's got a whole bunch of pretty paper in this bundle. And none of this is popped up, but this is going to be popped up. You know, you could pop this up, but I'm telling you, once you get a couple of pop-ups on your cards, sometimes the postman is not your friend. They get a little testy occasionally. I don't know why. Mail is so dad-burned expensive anymore. Well, like everything else. If you can get it, and if you can find it in stock, it'll cost you an arm and a leg. It's kind of crazy. Okay, this is going to be a double bow, and I make what they call bunny ear bows. That's the easiest way for me. Unless you've got glue all over your fingers and everything sticks to you that in places that it shouldn't. So let's try this again. There we go. Pull it tight. You can adjust your tails, and I'm going to go ahead and cut them off because I was very generous with my twine. And I'm going to use a glue dot and fold it over on itself. Stick it right here on the corner, and then attach my bow like that. Now I'm going to use my dimensionals and pop this up. Ooh, that would have been upside down. Let's see, make sure your card, okay, there we go. We got this. We got this. And then just center it as best you can. Cuteness. Cuteness. Okay, let's find some bling. Oh, here's some bling. This is some of the new in colors. Now these are not, but they'll go. I like the pink. This dark pink. Oh, it's so pretty. And let's put some green on there since we got some green. there you go. Here is the reverse. Is that pretty cute? Not sure which one I like the best. I like them both. They're really that pretty. That paper is so soft and kind of pastel-y. I love those colors. Really pretty. Okay, that's card number 2. Woohoo! We're moving right along. Let's see how many cards we can make today. So, I've got to hurry and clean up so we can make, I want to make 4, maybe. I don't want to take up your whole day, but let's see what we can accomplish, okay? Let me get the next ones out. I'll clean these up in a minute. Oops, I lost my shoe. Oh, I like this one. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I'm using those 2. And I'm using this smoky slate ribbon. So pretty. And this is what our little card is going to look like. Oh, isn't it pretty? Oh, I love pinks and grays, beige and grays. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And it's it's dimensional there. Is that blurry? Okay, well, let's get busy. So, color and contour, flowing flowers. Now this one's retiring. I think all of these are retiring. I don't know about that. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see. Oh, now these are retiring. The pebble enamel shapes. I hate that. This is the first time I've used them. Can you believe that? Ridiculous. I get so mad at myself sometimes. All right, this is what I'm going to stamp on. Here's my card base, which I like to use the thick basic white. This is going to be my first layer, and you know what the measurement of first layer is. It is 5 1/4 by 4, and that's going to go right like that. Now I've already taken out of the color and contour the dies. I have used these 2, actually these 3 of them actually. This, I've got my sentiment on here, and then these wait a minute. Yep. Well, hold on, we'll figure it out. I think I've got this down. See, I've already got this cut out. And okay, I got it. Hold on. We'll get there. So, we're gonna stamp all over this, okay? And this is Smoky Slate. Where is it? Yes, Smoky Slate and Blushing Bride. So I'm going to take my big flower, and this is from the Flowing Flowers, and this is what is called distinctive stamping, because the stamp does all the work for you basically, okay? You see how it is light and dark, and yeah, I'm not probably calling it the right words. Okay, now I'm going to take my Smoky Slate and use the smaller flowers and fill in hopefully that won't show. Okay, what's the deal? All right, I think that's going to be good. I know it's not all covered, but I think it's going to be all right. Oh, while I've got this out, I'm going to take a scrap of white and stamp my happy birthday. I kind of hold it so that the ink, the paper can kind of suck up the ink. Oh, that's pretty. So pretty. I love it. I'm going to close these before I stick my finger in them. As you know, I will. Okay, now we're going to die cut these out. So, where's my big one? Hold on. I gotta get my big one. I was hoping my catalog would show up sometime, you know, expecting it to grow feet and just appear. So let's go. I think this is the one I want. I'm pretty sure. Yes, this is the one I want. So I think I lied. I think I used this one. Let me figure it out for you, because okay, yeah, I did lie. I used this one, not that one, and this one. Can't see it. Oh, I'm sorry. This one, and then this one, and then this one is for my sentiment. All right, so this one, I'm just centering this as best I can. And I'm very sad because I just got in my magnetic plate and I see that they are recalling it, which makes me very unhappy because I'm loving mine. Let me see if I can cut these both at the same time, y'all. And you notice I'm trying to put this in at an angle because it cuts better. It's better on your machine. Oh, I'm going to show you a trick with this because you see that doesn't work. This is too little for my greeting. Okay, hold on. There's trickery involved in this one, okay? Now let's run this through. And actually, this is the very first time I have used my magnetic. No, it's not. I've used it once before. There we go. I'm going to start me to line. Okay, so look at that. Cool beans. Now, tricks. Tricks. So, my thing is not long enough, right? Right. So I'm going to line that up like I like it. Then I'm going to put this in. All right, there's my plate. There's that, okay? So I'm going to run it through like that. Did y'all see? I had it hanging off the edge, so it only cut partial, okay? Now I'm going to take and line it up with the little humps. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to straighten that a little bit, you know, to go in straighter than I would normally like it to be. Ugh. Let's see if I did it. Did I do it? Look, I did it. There's a little bit of, yeah, there we go. It's actually a little bit longer on this end, but I think we'll be okay. Can I? If you line up, no, Darla, the other way. There we go. There we go. That way? Yeah, let's try this. Okay. Now, do you see how you can adjust? There you go. Oh, I love it. A cute little trick for you. Okay, oh my goodness, that thing is heavy. All right, now we can assemble, okay? So I'm going to attach this to this. I'm going to attach this to this. I want to make sure, yeah, we're lined up properly. Love it so far. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my card base because there's no ribbon involved on this particular one. Making sure my card opened up the right way. Did you like that, Linda? Did I wow you, hon? Well, sometimes I wow myself. All right, I am popping this up, and I'll just go ahead and use my black ones since they're handy. And just kind of center this as well. Take our ribbon and cut some off. So I want that about there, and then about there. These are not my good cutting scissors, and I keep using them to cut my ribbon, and it's like kind of gnaws them up sometimes. Just paint learn, I guess. Okay, that works, that works. Yep. Then I'm gonna take my that was Seal Plus. You could use regular seal, doesn't matter. And it's centered, kinda, sorta. All right, I'm going to poke out some of these holes. Probably should have broke out my little brush. They would have come right out. Okay, and of course you could pop this up as well. I did not. I'm hoping that will glue to the ribbon. So far that one has stayed. There we go. Where is me a block? Choose a block just to hold it for a second while I find my little pebbles again. Where did my little pebbles go? Oh, see, these are perfect colors, these gray. Bam. And I use these just because they were handy at the time and they were the right color, and they're going away, which makes me very sad. Uh-oh, that came off. Okay, let's get another one, just because I don't want to mess with it. Put them anywhere you like. Whatever floats your boat. It's your card. That's what I always say, right? Do what you like. There you go. Did I do anything? Oh, I did. Sending a card instead of a text. Okay, where is my smoky slate? Oh, I think I used black on that, just so it will show up more. Let's do that. Let's stamp our beautiful flower. That is so pretty. Ah, love it. And then, this is why my glue dries out on me all the time. And this says, sending a text instead of, no, sending a card instead of a text. Straight down, hold it for just a few seconds. Release. And that's just almost straight. If it was any straighter, I would be wondering who stamped this card, because it wouldn't be me. All right, I'm just kind of cleaning up some of these stamps over here because my stamp cleaner is totally full of stamps and I can't clean another one. So we're cleaning it off just for a few minutes. Okay, there we go. All done. Sending a card instead of a text. Happy birthday. Lovely. I love these colors. Love, love, love. Let me see. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, one more. Let me get this stuff out of the way for just a bit, and let's see what we got. Oh, and here's another one that's going away. Bye-bye, Dahlia Days. Now I broke out my blending brushes for this one. Oh, there that thing is. See, I could have used it on my little holes. Oh, this one's cool. I forgot I was doing this one. Oh yeah, I like it. So here is Dahlia Days. This is the first time I've used this stamp set, y'all. Sick about it. It's my own fault. It is my own fault that I'm not using these. And then this also is a die that goes with that set. All right, so what I've done on this die right here is I have, I've put double-sided adhesive sheets on it. So, and then here is our card. I've got little things sticking to me. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So here is this. Oh, and I've broken out the dies. These are new. They are called stylish shapes dies. And they're circles, squares, and then these beautiful banners for your sentiments or greetings or what have you. All right, so what is this for? Oh, okay, this is my first layer, which is almost the same size as my card base. There's just a fraction of a difference. You don't have to use this, okay? Seriously, you don't. I don't know that it adds that much to the card. So what I'm going to do is on this one right here, is I'm going to, hold on. Ow, hurt my finger, or my thumb. Let's see, where, yeah, this is the way I want to do it. So to give me an idea of where to color my different colors, I'm just going to make a little near the center of the flower. You don't really have to do that. It's just, you could just make this colored up like whatever. And then I'm using Flirty Flamingo, Pumpkin Pie. I'm gonna say that this one's Flirty, this one's Pumpkin, this one's Calypso Coral, and this one is Pale Papaya. And I just normally will start with my lightest color and then go from there. So, okay, so yellow, orange, pink, and green. Okay, I will do this Pale Papaya in my yellow. Just want to make sure my hands are clean. And then I'm just going to take this near my little, see, I've made these little pencil marks, if y'all can see them. And I'm just going to hit it. And then I'm going to take my, what is this? Pumpkin? Yeah, Pumpkin Pie. And I think that one, this one is my Pumpkin Pie. And you want it the darkest right in the center. Okay, I'm gonna close these up before I have an incident, okay? Then Flirty Flamingo. And then what was this one? Calypso Coral, I believe. Just kind of right in the center. And you really can't even see those pencil marks. So I don't even worry about getting rid of them. So green is Pear Pizzazz. Which is that? And then you just go around the edges. And that's probably good enough, okay? It's just as playtime. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this and kind of put it, oh, I like that already. Let me get my machine out. Back out. Ay, ay, ay. I am going to run this back and forth a couple of times because it's intricate and it's got a couple of layers with that double-sided adhesive sheets, you know. So you just want to make sure that you can get a good cut on everything. That ought to be sufficient. Back and forth twice. Let's see. We can ease it off and look on the back side, and everything looks perfectly cut. Just in case, I'm going to put that down so that this side will be closest to the rollers. Sometimes when you do this and you're not real careful, your die will, oh, this is a much better cut, y'all. I'm glad I did this. Yep, yep, yep. Excellent. Come up, come up. Oh, got no fingernails. So while I've got this out, let's cut our greeting. I've already stamped it. And I've got it in place. I gotta tell you, that magnetic plate is heavy. Ooh, it's so pretty. There we go. And save that and get more greetings out of it. That goes back there. Okay, we can move this. We're done with it. Oh goodness. There is something to be said for the mini cutter. It's not a backbreaker like this one. Okay, so we've got this. I can toss it. Hold on, I'm gonna beat this over my trash can because it catches a lot of stuff. Wait a minute. Oh, I screwed this up, y'all. Oh, I crack myself up sometimes. I did this all wrong. Why didn't y'all tell me I was doing this wrong? Seriously. So, and then that takes 99% of the stuff out. There you go. Piece of cake. All right, yeah, so really, seriously, I messed this up. So let's see what we can do to change this up a bit. Because I don't want to go redo this again, okay? Hold on. Let me get some of these out. There's some stragglers. Yepper, I should have cut this out on pure white, and I did not. course, when I pull this backing off, it will more than likely pull all of the little dots that I'm messing with off. So I really won't have to worry about that. All right, let's think about this for a second. So if I put that on there and I put that on there, is that going to show up much? Or should I take that off and just put it straight down on the paper? I don't know, I kind of like that. What do y'all think? Why don't, where's my green? Okay, let's just go around the edge of our card base with this green. And this is just stuff that was left on my brush. I didn't reload anything. Let's just do that. How about that? I'm gonna go for it. I'm going for it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad y'all agree with me. Now, without fingernails, let's see if we can get this backing off. Oh, oh, look at that. Yay! Oh my goodness. Okay, now then, here's a little bit more because I kind of pieced it together. So this needs to come off. Okay, I think that's it. See, you can mess up and still come out with a pretty little card. Okay, that must, okay. Does that have any paper backing? All right, let's pop this up at least, okay? Well, if I didn't mess up, then y'all wouldn't know how to fix things when you mess up. Of course, y'all probably never do mess up, so I'm just kind of preaching to the choir here, right? Thank you for your kindness. I'm gonna put that like right in there. And then I'm going to take some rhinestones that I have laying out here on my desk. Is this any color that will go with it? No. I'm gonna have to dig some more out, I guess. Any of these colors go with it? Ooh, that might go. Let's see. Let's see. These stick up a little bit higher than no, they're not gonna show. I need sparkle. Let's find some sparkle, y'all. Those center flowers need sparkle. And we will find them. Those are pink. Ooh, I haven't used much of these. I think these are long retired, but they make pretty centers. Oh yeah. Yeah. And we're all about retired products today, right? Okay, so remember, if there's anything in the catalogs that's, yeah, that's not too bad. They kind of stick up. I don't know, that might be difficult to mail, ladies. Sure might be. But it's pretty. What was I saying? Oh, if it's retiring, it'll be in my BOGO. So if you want it, get your dibs on it right now, and I'll put it back and save it for you. And then we will enjoy our beautiful new catalog that's coming out. And I've seen it. I've not received my copy of it, my hard copy yet, but it should be here just any day now. Let's get rid of that. And here are our cards we made today. There we go. Whew. If y'all want to take a screenshot of that and make those, you certainly may. I have enjoyed being with you today. It's been way too long. Hey, y'all like my pink hair? You see that? There's a long story with this pink hair, by the way. So, okay. I hope I've inspired you to pull out your stamps and inks and papers and get busy. Make something beautiful today. Send it to somebody that needs a boost, because I always get a boost when I get a card in the mail. It's like, oh yay, I got a card. So anyway, stay tuned. We will build this house together. God help me. All right. Y'all have a great week. Take care, stay well, and hopefully I will see you next Monday right here on Darla's Cards at 10 a.m. Okay? And I'll be more prepared next week, and we're going to do the Wheel of Fortune, and we're going to have some giveaways. So make lots of comments, whether you're going to watch the replay or not. It matters not. Make a bunch of comments. Most of all, please share my videos. It helps me so much, and I really appreciate it. And also be sure to tune to YouTube and like and subscribe and hit that bell so that you will catch all of my videos, and you can watch them anytime. Okay? All right, y'all. Good to see your faces again. Well, not your faces, but your typing. Okay. Bye.